Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Earlier this season, it was Toronto who came out on top in the last matchup against the Knicks.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thanks very much. Well, AI is officially in the three-point contest at All-Star Weekend. Now, I asked him if he had any special preparation techniques. He said he gets in a lot of reps, so he won't tire out on the later racks. Well, that is an idea. We'll see if he can pull it off. Guys?
Glad his name will be on that list of shooters. Thank you, David.
And just looking at the field of participants, adding AI to that bunch, and this could be the best three-point contest we've ever seen.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
The coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Lowry out there with Jordan. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Back to Lowry. A three ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take-charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Now here's Leonard. He had 16 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Lowry for three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Porzingis, it's a 2, and that one goes long. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. No good from Valanciunas. Leonard against Gay. Now here's Cantor. He's covered closely. Back to Gay. Lock at 6. Ntilikina. The 19-footer is on the money. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points of the night.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Jordan. A 20-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Now here is Hardaway. Gay outside. Got a piece of it. Back to Hardaway. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Leonard against Gay from the baseline. No good that time.
very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Jordan. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Hardaway against Jordan. On the wing, Hardaway. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Raptors with the lead. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with the ball. Outside Lowry. Leonard on the wing. Shoots the three.
A good job sticking with his man. Rudy Gay moving on the lateral plane, and then the long arms helping out.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Here is Lowry after Rudy Gay's bucket. Leonard the pass to Jordan. The fadeaway. Here's Valanciunas. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Porzingis with the steal. Gay outside to the middle. Here's Hardaway, and it's blocked by Jordan. Now here's Lowry. He's covered closely, and the Raptors miss again.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Leonard, his shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Magic in Orlando. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Goes up the baseline. Porzingis with the rebound. For New York, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And Jordan sends it back.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Leonard kicks to Jordan. Sinks the three-pointer. Jordan's got his first 3 points of the game. And All-Star Weekend, one of the highlights of the season. AI will be heavily involved in the festivities this year.
Yeah, and you look at everything AI has on his plate as far as the festivities go, and you just see how complete a player he is. He truly does it all on the floor.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Here's Ntilikina. Now recovering. Hardaway for 3. And it's Hardaway again missing.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Lowry finds Ibaka. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Valanciunas. He goes up again, and it's Ibaka getting it to go. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter. Yeah, and he's got such a great touch and feel
around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, in Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ed Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anunoby, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Villa. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
19-21. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Jordan, the pass to Davis. He kicks it to Wright. Pass to Siakam, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
To the paint. Here's Diallo. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's the pass to Wright. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That's his first foul. Here's Jordan, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Cannon kicks to Gay. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Villa, guarded by Wright.
And a lot to dislike about that. I don't know where to begin.
Let's hope that he does not try that one ever again.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Jordan dishes to Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Now here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Jordan. Both teams will make substitutions. Both good from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kicks to Gay. They need this. And the layup is good.
Rudy Gay with great concentration, even with the hand up there. Sees around it, sees through it, still scores.
That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
Noah is out there with Robinson. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Villa in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Magic was sensational. He scored 20 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Basket counts. Jordan's got 14.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Villa. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. From deep. New York, no good that time either.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And again, the basket from Jordan. Jordan's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
It's deflected. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Here's Cannon, guarded by Jordan. Cannon kicks to Robinson. Jordan against Gay to end the cold streak. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's a little bit out of the Rudy Gay experience there, used to absorbing contact on the way up.
For the Knicks, Porzingis is coming in for Joakim Noah. And it's Ntilikina in for Cannon. And Toronto also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for Ed Davis. Here's Van Vliet. No points in the game yet for him. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little side step.
And James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
So hard when it's weighted like that and you're competing and you're making mistakes, and then on the other end your opponent is playing flawlessly.
Ntilikina passes to Hardaway. To the wing right side. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Ntilikina's got his second bucket of the night.
I really like the rhythm Ntilikina plays with. Good at sensing when to shoot off the pass.
Here's Jordan, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Porzingis. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 2 points. That one goes. Porzingis has got 9 points.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Porzingis against Jordan. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
So difficult to stick with Leonard cutting off the pick and roll. One of his bread and butter moves.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Porzingis, 16 feet away. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
And the Knicks with possession here. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Hardaway for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Villa guarded by Jordan. Outside, Porzingis. The pass to Ntilikina. Pass to Villa. He tries for 3. Drills the three-pointer. He has 5.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Shoots, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
He gets that one. And that's 11 points for Porzingis.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And the Raptors call time here. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably 1 or 2 possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Cantor checked in for New York. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Fred VanVleet.
It's easy to understand why people are high on Ntilikina. His defensive instincts are off the charts.
Outside Jordan. He kicks it to Leonard. No good, unable to end this run. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 16-point game. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength.
Toronto leading by 14. Lowry from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. New York's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries. Part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And we finished 1 half of basketball. Raptors lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, pretty soon you're going to be in your first dunk contest. Now, just between us, what have you got planned?
I got some pretty big ideas, trust me. And I couldn't be more excited, so I'm gonna put on a show, DA. The fans are gonna come in expecting to see some things that they have never seen before. And I'm gonna send them home happy.
Well, that's the place to do it, and we're all looking forward to seeing it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from T.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Jordan is out there with Lowry, and it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Hardaway. Good D by Jordan.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And the basket is good. Valanciunas has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Toronto. Here's Ntilikina. To the paint. Porzingis inside, working on Ibaka.
You combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Gay against Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Rudy Gay had a step on him, and once he gets that, you're pretty much toast with that kind of size. He drives right in there.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Jordan's shot is off.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it. Beginning this half, 1 of 5.
Gay passes to Ntilikina. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th assist in the game.
Now, the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 7. Porzingis finds Hardaway, and they pick up 2. Hardaway has got 9.
Well, it took 4. They finally got 1 to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Now here is Lowry, guarded closely. Outside Leonard. Ibaka right side. Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Knicks trail by 15 to the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Check Diallo. He's checked in for New York. Cannon comes in for Hardaway. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for New York.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing the ball.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Here's VanVleet after Enes Kanter's basket. VanVleet kicks to Jordan. From 6 away, and it's good off the glass. Jordan's got 24.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Ntilikina can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Leonard against Gay. Shot from 12. And it's Leonard missing. Knicks trail by 15. Gay passes to Ntilikina. Sinks that one from the post. Ntilikina's got 8 points.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Jordan finds Leonard. To the wing on the left. Ibaka. Wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside. He's got 7.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Now, here's Cantor. Leonard with the steal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
The Raptors haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different end.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happening.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against New York. Raptors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Knicks trail by 16. Poke loose. Robinson passes to Villa. To the middle. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And they're pushing it up. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
He really takes off. Just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
To the wing on the left. Gay left side. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
New York shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Brook Lopez is checked in for Diallo. And then for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Ed Davis. And it's DeLon Wright in for Fred VanVleet. Now here's Wright. He's guarded closely. Pass to Siakam. Lopez against Valanciunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. 5th, the Raptors.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Valanciunas hits them both. New York calls timeout.
Check out the numbers for Jordan. The past month has been surreal. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage, 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And back to your point, he's 2nd in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. 5 on the clock. Back to Lopez. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Siakam kicks to Wright. Outside Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And they've been nothing short of spectacular at home this season. And given how hot they've been coming into this homestand, I expect them to continue the momentum.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Knicks trail by 15. Villa guarded by Wright. Gay outside. Here's Lopez. New York moving the ball around. They get it again. Gay with it. 9 points in the game so far. Second chance shot. The shot is good off the backboard. Gay's got 11.
Well, he's dialed in right now in the in-between game. I'd love to see Rudy Gay capitalize there.
Up top right. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one good for 2. New York shooting it beautifully here in the 3rd. 56% from the field. Here's Villa. And it's off from 3-point range. Raptors leading by 15. Here's Anunoby. It's picked off. Cannon looking over the floor. Count the basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Toronto's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Jordan inside. 26 points for him. Banked in off the glass.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Kicks to Cannon. From beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jordan the pass to Siakam. He gets that one. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
New York calls timeout. Zinkas is checked in for the Knicks. Hardaway comes in for Cannon. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Hits from the high post. Porzingis has got 24 points.
So Porzingis can post you up, he can face you up, he can penetrate from outside. This kid is impressive.
Jordan against Hardaway. Jordan kicks to Valanciunas. Right outside. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Down by 15. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Gay, guarded by Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Villa. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 11 points in the game. Raptors leading by 13. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Wright, guarded closely. The pass to Valanciunas. Over Lopez. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. 16 points for Valanciunas. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it.
And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. Doesn't want to give up free points at the charity line.
And by focusing in on the smallest thing, his guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hardaway and Porzingis, your small and power forwards. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Ntilikina in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here is Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Anunoby. Here's Villa. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Here's Jordan. The Knicks making the shot. Out left to the wing. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Shoots. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And 11 points for Kyle Lowry. Knicks trail by 15. Villa. Lowry covering. Outside Hardaway. Lopez left side. Toronto grabs the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Passes it to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Over Lopez. No good from Valanciunas. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The first one falls. Cantor checked in for the Knicks. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Toronto. And so Jordan nails both of them. Knicks trail by 17. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Ntilikina. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Lowry finds Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And that's now 18 points for Valanciunas. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Ibaka. Charity stripe shot. That one wide left.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
Raptors leading by 19 points. And a wide open look for Jordan. He drains the quick shot. Jordan's got 12 points here in the second half. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Villa. And he banks in the layup. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. It's Jordan on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 35.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Ntilikina. Jordan with the rebound. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. The shot that time not on target. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. To the inside. Ntilikina and the powerful one-handed slam.
Showing off that great vertical yet again. Ntilikina playing with power at the rim.
Lowry with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight. For New York, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Leonard. Down low. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 26 points.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
Now, here is Ibaka. Here's Jordan. Missed inside.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
To the middle. Here's Villa. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Hardaway against Leonard. Three-pointer, Lowry. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Outside, Porzingis. In the corner, Hardaway with it. To the left side wing. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league?
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but a Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's going to be someone before long.
No doubt. That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
Outside, Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Kicks it to Cantor. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Outside, Leonard From deep. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 10-footer. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Leonard against Hardaway. Jordan high post. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Porzingis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Porzingis trying to get free. Lopez, no luck. Toronto leading by 22. Jordan the pass to Siakam. Lets it go from 14. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Right side, Porzingis. In the corner, it's Robinson. He kicks it to Noah. Passes to Diallo. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. The teardrop falls in. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Porzingis not thinking twice. Saw the gap, got in there, and scores.
Lopez against Jordan. Lopez with the block. Here's Diallo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brett, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple years talking about how it is they want to approach the game.
But by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.